In this video, we're going to do a shoulder self-massage follow along. All you need is a lacrosse or softball. I'm going to set my timer for 1 minute for each body part. So let's get started. I'm going to work on my upper traps first. Just going to put the ball right under the upper traps and then lie down on it. I use the free hand to just keep the ball in place. Since I'm on the floor, sometimes the ball can just squirt and roll away. If I were on carpet, this would be easier. Then I'm just working on moving my arm around to articulate the shoulder and just get a little extra stretch through the rhomboids here and the mid traps. Here I am working a little more on the upper traps. And now we're going to move into a sweet spot behind the shoulder, my rear delt and a little bit of the lats and the external rotators of the shoulder joint. So here I'm just going to park and wait because there's some gold in there. And I found for me, if I can release that, I get some pretty great shoulder mobility. Then back up into my upper traps, just kind of hanging out, looking for the tough stuff, and then I'm going to switch sides. It's been about a minute, and then find my upper traps on the right side. Again, use the free hand to hold it in position while I move around a little bit onto some of those fibers. Then I go deeper into mid traps, rhomboids. Again, kind of rolling, trying to find the tough stuff, and you can do some reaching. Protract the shoulder blade a little bit, just move that shoulder blade into different positions, which helps stretch out those muscles between the spine and shoulder blade. And with an almost catastrophic stumble, I am back into the posterior shoulder on the right side, and I'm working on rear delts, on infraspinatus, on teres minor. Just parking there because there's some tough, dense stuff there for me. Be sure to check it on yourself. And then I am returning back into the armpit on the left side. The armpit area gets us more into teres major and into latissimus dorsus on the left side. Spinning around so you can see a little bit better. I'm just coming right up into the armpit. There is meat under there, and I'm just letting that meat tenderize. The lats here can get pretty gunky from pretty much any athletic activity. If you're doing pull-ups or chin-ups, or you're doing deadlifting, or you're throwing a ball, or playing volleyball and spiking the ball, or playing tennis and serving the ball, you may want to put a softball into your armpit to help these muscles relax. And we're on to the right side for a minute. This is my dominant side, so this side can get pretty nasty for me. So I'm just gonna park in here, find a nice spot, and get things to ease up. I also like to play with bending the elbow and straightening the elbow. It gives access to different muscles like the tricep heads in there, and it will help you leverage on the lats a little bit differently. So go ahead and give it a try because it will be fun, I guarantee it. Here I'm parking on the side of the shoulder blade where the lat passes over the lateral edge of the shoulder blade. And I can even move a little bit more forward if I want to be around serratus anterior. I just would want to be a little more careful since that's literally right on the rib. And let's do a little belly flop to the floor to get on the anterior deltoid and pec major and pec minor. This whole front of the shoulder area, if you've been doing push-ups or bench press or planks, can get kind of stiff and bound up and can pull your shoulder into anterior tilt, into protraction. So spending a little time on here can be really helpful if you have any sort of trouble with your shoulders in pretty much any position. Most of us spend a lot of time staring at cell phones and computers, and that also closes this area off. So opening this up can be a huge help if you have any sort of problems around the front, side of your shoulder, or even into your hands. Switching over to my dominant side, I'm just going to look for stuff in the pecs and in the delt. One little anatomy piece that you should know here is there is a thing called the coracoid process that sticks off of your shoulder blade actually to the front side of your body. That little nubbin of bone there is a bone. So if you find something really hard there that doesn't seem like it's muscle and you push on it really hard and it hurts a lot, it's probably a bone and you're not going to make it change. And if you actually somehow do make it change, you probably should get to the ER. It's a bone. Don't push and try to change bone. You want to work on muscles. All right, now that the chest is done, let's move on to my biceps. I've been doing some pulling exercises and some pull-ups, but not a ton. The thing that's getting my biceps super stiff is my son, who's now a 1.5 years old and weighs somewhere around the mid 20-pound range. And he likes to be carried when we go around town or go for hikes. So that means I am carrying him in my arms in a bent arm position for 30, 40, 50 minutes, hours at a time. And so my biceps need a little loving massage. And on to my dominant side now. You would think that the biceps on this side would be stiffer than the other side, but I actually find that it's the left side that gets much, much stiffer. I tend to throw my son onto my left arm so that I have my right arm free to do things. So this side's not quite as bad. I do notice though that I get some tension higher up in the biceps, I think from using the mouse. There's something about how I stand and sit at the computer that gets the high biceps a little bit stiffer and just a little more irritable if I don't pay attention. So just gonna park here. I can work on flexion and extension of the elbow to access different fibers in the biceps.
Every time
So that's all I'm going to do tonight with the ball. I'm just going to use my fingers on the front of my neck, stretch out some of the muscle tissue on the front here, just creating a little bit of traction with my finger pads on the platysma and some of the scalenes there, and just lifting my chin up and looking up towards the ceiling, getting those anterior neck muscles to stretch out a little bit. And then I can do a couple neck circles, just making sure that my neck is moving correctly. It's not crunchy and grindy anywhere from staring at the computer screen all day. And then I can get my mind relaxed, my body relaxed with a little extra massage on my upper back, into the low neck, onto the upper traps, using my fingers as the handy massage tools that they are. Here I'm just pulling the skin, muscle, and fascia laterally and away from the midline, just slowly, gently. I'm not trying to give myself a burn. I'm just gradually pulling things out to the side. A couple neck circles to relax things, move my shoulders around a little bit. And we are done with the shoulder and upper body massage today. If you like this video, be sure to click the like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future follow along videos. And check out the description box for helpful links to our do-it-yourself programs. You may be interested in the free roll and release program to help you be your own massage therapist. That's it for today. I'm Matt Chu from Upright Health, reminding you that pain sucks, life shouldn't.